My name is Pam Stenz and I work with Alabama Cooperative Extension Agency, and I'm housed in Marengo County, and I'm the County Extension Coordinator there. The Blackbelt is a region where you have to live there to kind of understand it. It's a very proud area. We face a lot of different challenges that some people don't. One of our biggest challenges right now is our loss of population. Every year we're losing population, and we're losing our college graduates. Most of the jobs that we have in our area are old established jobs working with mills, forestry, and that type. And a lot of our young people now are not interested in that type of work. Well, now, our Leadership Marengo program is for adults. That's our adult program. Okay. And then we have Youth Lead. Yeah, that's for our younger group. And then we have a 4-H Youth Council. And then we also have a South Marengo Leadership Group as well. And it's really even funny. Youth Lead is for our students that are in Demopolis. And that's pretty much situated around their school. And a lot of times they're divided because of the distance between the schools. And so, but it is different working with Youth Lead in Demopolis and working with the South Marengo group, which is a county school, which is a rural school. And so even the things that, growing up where they do, it's different working with the different types of children where they have grown up in the types of schools that they're in. Because Youth Lead in Demopolis, they're very open to new ideas and new things, and really quick, whereas even in the rural schools, they're a little bit more to tradition. They're tied to tradition, things that they have done before. They're more comfortable with that. But as they work together, then you can see some of the tradition with the Demopolis kids, with our Sweetwater kids. They learn from each other. And it's funny to listen to them talk, because it's like they've never heard the different ideas before, and they're very open. And that's one thing about our youth, they're very open to new ideas. Our youth today are very intelligent. It's very hard to pull something over on them. They know from the beginning whether this is a legit program or something that you're just trying to fill time. Most of the youth, when we work with our 4-H Youth Council or any of our youth groups, it has to have a purpose. There's got to be something that we're doing this group for, not just to meet 2 days a week just to say we met. They want to make sure that what they're participating is, there's a goal, there's something that we're trying to accomplish. Like with our advisory council, the first thing they kind of want to know is, what are we going to do? You know, they don't want to be passive, they're very active. One of the things that we've noticed is that they want something very, very fast. You know, because of the communication and things like that, everything to them, if you don't get it within 5 seconds, then something's got to be wrong. So they want something that's going to move, that when they get through, there is a result. And so there always has to be kind of a project that we're going to do, that there's a beginning and there's an end, and there's an evaluation at the end. They learn really quick about money. You can have a lot of great ideas, but you've got to kind of be able to back that up. How realistically are you going to get there? What can we do? What can your community help you with? What can you do on your own? What does the mayor do? What does the city council do? If we wanted to change something, who would we have to talk to? A lot of times our students don't know what district they're in. When it's time to vote, they don't know who they're supposed to vote for. They don't even know what district they're in. And why it's important to be able to work with all kinds of people, because when you get out in the workforce, not everybody is just like you. You're going to have all different types of people. And you know, so we did a lot of different challenges where they had to intermingle and do a specific project, whether it be plan a bake sale or plan working with Christmas on the River, doing a float. You know, that's one of their projects every year, that our youth group does a float for Christmas on the River. And watching the different personalities and the different skill set that they bring, it's amazing what they can do and the things that they come up with. But it takes all of them. And then you've got the ones that are maybe not the class president, haven't been elected for an office, but they're just budding, they're right there. But and they need something that will get them motivated. 4-H is a lot of that. They may not be an athletic, and so they're not playing baseball and softball and basketball. They may not quite be ready for Scholars Bowl, that kind of thing. but they're great kids with so much untapped potential. And so a lot of times our leadership groups give us the BC kids that they need a place to excel, a place to showcase their talents, where they're not overshadowed with the straight A's that they're gonna automatically follow the class president. Give them all opportunity to be part of something. Given the chance and the opportunity, they want a place to fit in, a place to excel and showcase their talent. And that's what a lot of the leadership programs are about. Because a lot of your BC students, they're going to go probably local junior colleges and excel and do well, and they're going to stay in your community. A lot of your class presidents, your 30 ACT, 32 ACTs, they're probably going to go off and do great things in other larger communities. A lot of your kids that are going to stay home, are the ones that you need to train, because they're going to be your leaders in your community. And so that's why we kind of target that group, because they're going to probably stay local. They're going to go to local junior colleges, and they're going to come back and do amazing things in the community. And you want to make sure that they're trained and ready to go, because that's going to be our future. It really is. Don't always try to reinvent the wheel. Tap into the resources that you have. We have a lot of church groups. A lot of our churches help fund a lot of our youth programming. And so those are good avenues to tap into. And then you get a lot of good leaders, a lot of good volunteers, because every leadership program that I know of in the Blackbelt is basically done by volunteers. There's not really a lot of paid people, so you've got to have a lot of good volunteers. And those are some of the areas that you get those through your local churches, your local civic organizations, your Chamber of Commerce. Those are your volunteers. Those are the people that make things happen and can get you in touch with, Alabama Power, little small Alabama Power grants to help fund. We get Alabama Power grants every year to help fund our youth programming. And so the people that know about how you apply for these things, where you can get money from to help, there's always got to be some seed money for every leadership group to keep it going, to keep it financially viable. Because especially in the Blackbelt, we have a brain freeze in our area, where a lot of our top students are going off to school and pursuing other things. And so we need to have a great community effort to retain a lot of our kids to come back and do things in our own communities. We're seeing a change. We're seeing some of our younger people coming back, wanting to get involved in city politics and run for office and that type thing. And most of those kids have gone through the local leadership program. They've learned what the mayor does and what the city council does, or they saw a problem in the way something was run in our city and want to fix it, or want to try to help be part of the solution, not the problem. And so leadership programs really work well in Blackbelt counties, especially with our youth programming.